Hey, what's up, folks? It's me, Sonny T, back at you with another podcast for marketers exclusive. I'm revamping my podcast right now, so I'm not going to advertise that, but funnelhackerpro.com is my Facebook group. Come join the squad. Stealthy Millionaire on Instagram, podcast for marketers on YouTube, Billionaire Vids on Snap, Billionaire Vid without the S on Twitter, podcastformarketers.com. Hit me up for that free MP3 player. You have to pay for your own fucking shipping. Smash, man, break your fucking mouth. Smash that thumbs up, man. If you like this video, that shit keeps me motivated, man. And fucking subscribe to this channel if you like the content. I put out videos every day. Boom. People love those fast intros. For every once in a while, I try to give them up. So today is Mail Bag Monday. I'm doing this video late. This is actually Mailbag Monday, right? I'm doing this, well, actually, you can see here it's Tuesday. But I'm doing this late because I'm putting up a new little course for affiliate marketing, right? And I believe it was Ollie that had a question, Ollie, I like you, right? But this isn't like, I'm not a fucking DJ, man. Hey, man, I'm sure everybody would like to know. I wouldn't give a fuck, man. Hey, man, I put out content when I put it out, right? So this is not, let's get this straight. This is not a request, hey, this is hit 19203. This is your request line. What would you like to hear today, right? So, but Ollie, I like you though. And I think you're a normal subscriber. You listen all the time and you watch these little fucking videos all the time. So I'm going to appease you, kind of. So Ollie's question was, what type of business model or video on someone that works full-time, right? Here's a question. A full-time, working dude, okay? Slave, you're a full-time slave, right? But you want to start working online. Now, I don't understand what this means. So you want to work full-time with your job, right? So you have a job and you don't want to do that. So you want to work part-time on the internet marketing. Now, you asked me, how could you do this? You asked, here it is again. Let's put this in the corner. A social media marketing agency. You asked me, how can I do this as a social media marketing agent? I told you to fuck off because there's too many moving parts with a social media marketing agency really to say that I just want to work nights and weekends. So what happens if one of your clients calls you in the middle of the day and says, hey, man, this campaign ain't fucking working. I need you to shut this campaign off. I want to change this ad creative. We've got a new promo coming out right now. Or this promo is over. We've sold too many. I need you to shut the ads off right now. Or just, hey, man, I need you to come with a meeting right this second, man. I'm not really happy with your services. What are you going to do, man? There's too many moving parts, and I can tell you now that having clients are like kids. They're needy, and especially ones that in the beginning that don't trust you. They're going to be calling you all the time, asking stupid questions or whatever. And while you're at work, working, for your boss, right? He's not going to appreciate you working for somebody else, right? So what you need to do is you don't need to have so many moving parts, okay? And a big answer to your question right now is virtual assistants, right? I hate this. But in this case, I'm going to tell you now that a virtual assistant will help you out. So at the times that you're at work, okay, so let's just say, for instance, if you do want to start a social media marketing agency, right? I don't know why you guys are so stuck on doing that, man. There's so many fucking ways to make money online. Why are you stuck on the social media marketing agency? And I think it's because it sounds important. You got an agency and you have a desk and you have an office and, I think that's what it is, man. I think that has to be the only fucking allure for you guys. Virtual assistants can help be the answer. So if you were to work, and we're going to call this weekend warriors, right? So if you to work on the weekends, right? And working at night, you could probably try to tighten up campaigns, make ad creatives, and things like that. But I'm not really certain how you're going to get new clients this way, right? So the only way that I could figure out that you would get clients is having a virtual assistant and a sales team, okay? So you'd have to hire on people, right, to be a weekend warrior. Because on the weekend, the people that you want to work with are off doing what they fucking want to do on the weekend as well. And at nights, they're at fucking home. So I guess you could do a cold email, have a VA do cold emails for you, okay? And you could have a sales team or an automated voice broadcasting doing cold sales calls for you, okay, during the working hours when you're away. And then you would take those prospects and try to line up your calls, I guess, over the weekend. It's, for me, man, I don't think a social media marketing agency is the right fit for somebody that's trying to work part-time. I just don't think so, okay? Now, Cry Lopez, he does mention that you could do it part-time and you're only going to make X amount of dollars. I just can't see it, man. There's so many different ways to make money this way, right? So a weekend warrior funnel system, though, that I could see, right? Because over the weekend, you could set up ad creatives and you can have things working for you while you're at work, right? And you can kind of set up campaigns and work on things, and you can monitor these things while you're at work with apps and smartphones and tablets, and it's just you and the computer, right? So that's what I would do. First of all, I would not do a social media marketing agency. I kind of threw in that bullshit in the beginning. So if I were you and I was in your situation, I would build small funnels, and either I would sell my own products, and that's physical products, okay? So I would do either drop shipping, okay, or I would do, like I said, real physical products, like I do for my house. I do physical products, right? Or I would do affiliate marketing. Okay, and I would do definitely sales funnels. All right, now, here's the thing. So, with marketing, you need either time or you need money, right? So, if you're working full time, I would think that you're not really pressed to get any money, okay? So, there's a few things that you can do with here to go with either paid traffic or I would go with a year plan, okay? So let's just say, for instance, you pick a niche, right? And we go with a vertical of, I always use survival because, or fishing. Let's just say it's, let's just say it would be fishing, okay? And so you pick the fishing niche. And so I would definitely start a blog, okay? And I don't know, man, because I'm a fisherman, I would start a YouTube channel, okay? And matter of fact, I probably would 86 a blog. I'm not a blogger, man. So, but if you are a blogger, cool. So, but not very many fishermen go to blogs, man. I will say that. But I would go YouTube, and I would go to Instagram, and I probably would go with Snapchat, okay? And what I would do is I would go fishing on the weekends. And I would shoot videos every weekend with fishing lessons, because that's what I do. Now, insert bodybuilding, insert weight loss, insert relationship advice. Insert whatever you want to insert here. It doesn't matter, but this is what I would do, okay? Fishing. On Instagram, I would post up pictures of my catch, right? And I would post up videos of me, little snippets of me catching fish, and I would put the link for my YouTube channel on Instagram. YouTube would be my main source of traffic. And on Snapchat, I would do that live. I would be fishing and catching fish live. And then I would also put, where they put up a screen of, go to my YouTube channel. Okay. And I definitely would start probably a Facebook group. All right. And I would start doing weekend videos. So if you're a workout guy, I would start doing videos on the weekend and in the evening when you can. Okay, me personally, I would do my content on Sundays. Okay, so what I would do during the weekdays is plan my content, okay, and execute. Because you have quite a bit to be concerned about here with your group. You need to post every day. So every morning or evening, you need to post 2 or 3 times a day in your group. On Snapchat, you wouldn't be doing anything. Instagram, you could be posting content that you had, or an auto post of content, pictures, and small videos that you had all over during the week. But you need to really get interactive with your Instagram people and talk to them. Otherwise, you're just going to have a bunch of people that they don't engage with you, okay? And then on YouTube would be my big thing that I would do on the weekends, and I would film one good vlog a week. And I would be really consistent with that. So that means that at the end of the year, you would end up with 52 very good vlogs. Okay. And you would have I would Instagram every day. So you would have 365 Instagram photos and various Snapchat. Okay. And you would have probably 100 posts in your group. And this would be my first starting point to starting my business, okay? Now, don't worry about numbers right away. The only thing you're doing is you want to get really involved, and you need to set yourself a plan. So during the weekends is when you execute all of your content, right? So let's just get this right here. During the weekend, what I want you to do is, say Sunday. Every Sunday, what I want you to do is write out, okay, one blog post, right? Or it would be a YouTube video. Or a podcast. Podcasts we can do more of, right? So I want you to do one blog. Actually, a blog you would do 7, right? And that would be per day, right? One YouTube video per week is almost not enough. You guys see I post every day, right? But you would start off with one YouTube video per week, okay? With a blog, I would do 1 a day. So that'd be 7 days worth of blog content. So you need 7 blog contents, 7 podcasts, and 21 group posts, okay? And so Sunday, that's your job, is to write out your blogs, do a YouTube video, do your podcast, and do your group post, right? And then you use Buffer to schedule it all out and post it up, right? So you can schedule your blog post to drip, okay? And you can schedule your group post to drip. You can schedule your podcast to drip, and you can schedule your YouTube video to be released all during the week, okay? Now, that's what you do on Sundays. What you're doing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because you're coming in the evening times, right? So if you're advantageous, first of all, you are interacting with your group, you're interacting with the people on YouTube, you're interacting with the people on Instagram. I didn't put Instagram in there. You need to have Instagram posts for every day as well, right? So add that in there. So what you're doing is you're interacting with those people all during the week, but instead of trying to create content on the fly on Sunday, you are planning Sunday's content. Okay, so that means on Monday through Friday, you are either creating, actually like making some of the blog content or vlog content, or you are coming with those ideas on your marketing calendar. Okay, so in the evening time, let's say you come home on Monday night and you go, okay, so Sunday I need to come up with some blog ideas. You're going to go break out your marketing calendar and you're going to find out exactly what type of blog you're going to post. Like, let's just say, for instance, you're a fishing guy. And so you find one of the fishing gurus and you're going to interview him on a podcast. And maybe you're actually able to go fishing with him on that Sunday. So you're going to make an appointment to go fishing with the guy. You're going to schedule the podcast with him or whatever. You're going to actually write up a blog post about this outing. You're going to make sure that you take plenty of photos or whatever. And you're going to write this all down in your marketing calendar on Monday. Okay, and you're going to schedule everything out, right? You're going to send him out a cold email that says, hey, man, I'd really like to do some work with you, blah, 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 or whatever. So that's what you're going to do on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday and Friday. And you're going to plan out all of your content for the week, during the week for your execution day, which is Sunday. Sunday, your marketing calendar will be full for that Sunday. You'll go down your calendar and start executing and actually making the content every weekend, okay? Now, here's where the money comes in. You want a Sunday, that's all cool. So now you have an idea of how you want to plan out and execute your weekend warrior ideas, right? So now you know how you're going to plan out your content. You understand how you're going to get your content, right? And getting content ideas and things like that. You have a whole week to figure out your content ideas and you make a marketing calendar, right? Google it online. You will find a marketing calendar for free somewhere. Print them shits out and start figuring out your marketing calendar. Go to digitalmarketer.com and he has a very good blog somewhere on there on how they come up with blog posts. Now, the thing about blog post is it could be the same way they come up with a blog post. You can do that with any channel. So it could be on YouTube or however you decide to do it. But how they come up with ideas to come up with different posts, there's different ideas like, well, I want to do an interview this week, or I'm going to do guest content this week, or I'm going to do, somebody else's content this week, or you're going to curate content this week. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just come up with those ideas when you decide, okay, this is what I want to do on Sunday and how I want to start executing next week's shit. These are the ideas you're going to come up with on Monday night to put on your marketing calendar. So now that we know all the content that we're going to be doing, right? And now we understand how to do it. Now we want to understand how to make this equal dollar signs, okay? And how that is you're going to be doing emails and direct and affiliate marketing links. Okay, so if you have products of your own, like we talked about, okay, so you will have products that you have for sale in links in the descriptions on your YouTube videos. You'll have email capturing on your blog, your podcast. You'll have directions and call to actions on how to purchase your products. Maybe you have some drop shipping t-shirts, coffee mugs, or whatever you have, products that you've made yourself, or we'll do some direct marketing. That's exactly it, for drop shipping. If maybe you have you're a fisherman and you have a certain reel or rod that you came across that you did a review, which is another idea to put on your content marketing calendar, right? So you did a review for that reel or that rod, and then those drop shipping links you can post up to just drop ship the product, or you can just do an affiliate link to get a couple of dollars on that, right? And so that's how you're going to do those. And then when people opt into your emails for your awesome content that you put out every week, in those emails, once you start doing, you'll be dropping affiliate links, drop shipping products, or direct marketing products. However you decide to, whatever offer you decide to do, there's lots of affiliate products, a lot of affiliate offers out there that might even be free, right? So to give you an idea, let's just say you're a fishing guy, right? And you go look on the affiliate on the marketing networks or whatever. Let's just say you go to ClickBank. If you go on ClickBank, you'll probably find something that has to do with like some type of outdoor survival thing, right? Like maybe Ryan Dice has one where you can get a free flashlight or a free knife, pocket knife, some pocket knives, right? So you see that affiliate for a pocket knife, and I think his offer is you get it for 1 penny, right? And so you just email your list and you say, hey guys, or you put up a banner on your blog, or you mention it in your YouTube video one week and say, hey guys, I saw that this guy gives up knives for a penny, and I know for a fact that on the next page after you buy for a penny, he's going to offer you 2 for $7. I have the knives right here. Make sure you purchase it, show it in your video, and go, the knives are pretty kick-ass, they work, you know, and, you know, guys, I don't really do too much. To be honest with you, I don't do too much. I just work on the weekends, and so this stuff kind of helps me, you know, buy some coffee and pay the bills every once in a while for bringing you guys good content. So if you guys are interested in that knife, you know, it's a good fishing knife. I took it out this weekend, and it, you know, I put it through the paces and shit, man, and here's a video of that. If you enjoy that, boom, done. And that's how you start on the weekend, dude. You can't try to focus on, you know, doing content like I do content every day because you don't have time, right? So what you want to do is just take your times that you have on the weekend. Now, you can't be watching fucking Friends and fucking Billions and fucking Scandal and I believe you're in the UK, right? So you can't be watching fucking Gordon Ramsay and fucking Jamie Oliver and what is that one fucking show? Come Dine With Me. You can't be watching that shit on the fucking weekends and in the evenings and shit. You have to go to work, right? So you have to have tunnel vision because you only have a certain amount of hours every day to do your content marketing. So let's look at this and how this is going to look really quickly, guys. So this is how this is going to look for you, for your weekend warriors, right? So during the week, fuck, Sonny. Jesus. So during the week, I was going to write out Monday through Friday and start out with fucking Wednesday. Can you believe that? So weekdays, let's just try that. Fucking retard, Sonny. Right. So weekdays, we know that we're going to do our content marketing. Fucking Sonny, if you learn how to write. One day if I just learn how to fucking spell. All right, so we're going to do our content marketing calendar, right? And then on the weekends, which is Sunday, I would suggest Sunday because you're not going to work every day, so maybe it'll be Saturday. But if you're just, you know, adventurous or whatever, you can do it between Saturday and Sunday, which for me would be smarter because that way you don't have a day of crunch, right? But you do your content marketing and plan. This is your plan for your content marketing you do during weekdays. When you get off work, you go in your office and you put in, you know, maybe an hour's worth of work every night, planning out your content that you're going to do on the weekend. On these days here, you execute your shit. You start doing all the content and then you use your automation tools like Buffer to drip out your content for the week, okay? And also during the week, you are posting up in your group and you are, listen, you guys watch me on YouTube and you watch me in the group, man. And the one thing you guys like, and I know, and I enjoy doing it though, but you'll have to enjoy interacting. Interaction is important, right? You want people to talk to people. You don't just post up a video and don't say anything to anybody. Interact with people, answer questions or whatever. And so during the week while you're at work on your smartphone and stuff like that, if you get questions, answer those questions, talk to people, field emails and stuff like that, right? So that's what you'll be doing. And we call that nurturing, right? During the weekday, you'll be doing your content calendar and making your plan. Sunday, you execute and you actually create the content, and then you put it into your automation tools, dripping and shit like that. Now, how do we get money? We already talked about that. That would equal email marketing campaigns, drop shipping campaigns, direct marketing campaigns, and it would also include affiliate links and marketing campaigns along with your product. So like if you started doing like product reviews every once in a while, which is important. So I'll give you an idea. So fishing is a really expensive, any hobby is expensive, but fishing can be really expensive. To give you an idea, man, I went out last weekend and bought some ocean rods and reels to go fishing in the ocean, because I usually do freshwater fishing, and I spent $500 on 2 rods, reels, some fishing line, hooks, bait, yada yada yada. 500 fucking euros, right? So it's expensive, but there's a way to get around that, and I've done it. I've ordered products from China, but people are scared to order from China. Why? Because, well, they think the quality is shit. So you take the hit. Okay? My wife did the same thing with like, I can't think of the name, is something.com. What the fuck is it? Wish. She did it with wish.com and did a review, and then they paid her to do the review. Right? Once she did the review, and they have an awesome affiliate program. I can't think of which one of those websites. One of those Chinese websites, GearBest. They just hit me on this channel, of all fucking channels. I don't know why, but they just hit me to do. They said they would pay me to do reviews of their products, right? And I've done it. So you buy the product from China, and I've done it with knives, fishing reels, and fishing poles, right? So you order the products, you do a review of the products, okay? You take the hit, and then you let your people know, and you just Google it, you let your people know, say, hey man, I bought this fishing reel. And for you, it could be anything else. It could be weights, it could be a supplement, it could be skinny tea, a fat supplements, fat loss supplements. It could be sports attire. It could be tents or fucking outdoor shit, survival shit. It could be anything like that that's in a strong niche, man. Maybe you're some dude that likes to play chess. It could be chess pieces or a game or an electronic chess game or any fucking thing, man. I'm just saying fishing because that's what I do, right? So you buy the rod or the reel, do a video of you using the rod and the reel, explaining to people that, yeah, I bought this from China, the shit was cool as fuck. Click the link below to buy yours. Well, that'll be either one. You either buy 10 of them, right? I'm a fisherman, so if I bought 10 reels, it wouldn't hurt me because I'll just fucking use them. It doesn't matter to me, right? So you can buy 10 of them and try to sell 10 of them yourself, or do drop shipping. When they click the link, it'll take them to your website. You do the fulfillment, and then you have your little $10 on top of the price, and you take the hit for them. Or there's Oberlo.com that actually does the drop shipping for you and does all that filling out the shit for you. So there's a million ways to do it, right, to get your money. But you have the framework on how you should make money on the weekends, right? To be honest with you, I can give you one last one. Let's see where we are here. I can give you one last one. Yeah, we're at 30 minutes, right? Basically, with funnel hacking, it's the same thing. It's no different, right? And you should already know how to do this, right? So if you go to clickbank.com, okay? This isn't a secret. So let's just say you find a supplement. go buy the supplement and take pictures of every page, every upsell, every downsell, right? They're going to be upsells and then there's going to be downsells, right? You're going to have to buy it twice. Buy the supplements, right? Look at all the upsells. Then you go to, and you do this, you know, any day of the week you get ready to, right? And so you get the funnel. Okay, there's other ways of doing this, man. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you'll get the funnel, right? And then you go to similarsites.com and you look to find out how this supplement company is getting their traffic. You spy on them, find out how they're getting their traffic. So you see that, okay, they're getting their traffic from this website, which could be, let's just say, just say podcastformarketers.com. Then you contact me and say, hey, Sonny, I see that you're doing ads for this supplement company. I want to pay for those same ads. You look at the person's ads, copy their ads, make them, you know, as similar as possible to their ads, use their ad copy, and you hack the fucking funnel, right? That's not how I do it, but that's how I would do it if I was in your shoes where I had to fucking work every day, right? So that's just kind of a toss in on the end. I would prefer you do the first thing that I suggested, because hacking someone else's funnel is cool, right? But making your own shit is building a fucking asset forever. That's what I teach. I don't really want you hacking someone else's shit and getting into a business that you don't know anything about. If you build it, this is one thing I noticed, guys, before I leave, let me tell you one thing. A long time ago, I used to build computers. Okay, I told you I've been on the internet since 1999. I've been around, right? And I started building computers. First, I was buying them, okay, and they would break, and I wouldn't know how to fix them. So I said, "Fuck that! Let me start building them." Okay. And once I start building computers, when they would break, but they didn't very often because I built them the way I wanted them, like fucking brick shit houses, right? I'm fucking tough as fuck, right? But if they did break, I would know how to fix it. Immediately, I'd be like, oh, that's what this is. And I would go in and I would fix whatever the fucking problem was, right? Because I had to go through troubleshooting it and making it in the first fucking place, right? So if you build your own asset like I've described to you, right, in any niche, it doesn't matter, with any vertical, right? You have a job, you're not in a rush. Give yourself a year to do this, right? Build it yourself, and if something goes wrong with it, you'll know what's wrong. You'll feel it. You go, you know what, man, there's something wrong here. Oh, you know what, they probably don't, like this ad, or, yeah, they're not feeling this. I know my people, man, they're not feeling this fucking fishing reel that I sent out to them. All right, so let me try to put out something else, or they're just not feeling this. You'll know your people. If I say some shit, before I fucking say it out of my mouth, I know you guys aren't going to like it. You see what I'm saying? Because you guys are my family. I can feel like, if I tell them this shit, they're not going to like it. But sometimes it's shit that I know you need to hear, right? So that's why I gave you this business model. So there you go, Ollie. Coffee break.